Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Tokyo, Japan. I am looking at Tokyo Station out my window, as I've been doing every morning of this trip. Today was a little bit of a slower morning. Oh, I think that's a bullet train. Okay, hold on, let me show you. If you are a train enthusiast, and most people in Japan are, and my son that I'm traveling with is a huge train enthusiast, which was one of the reasons for our choice of hotel. But I'm fairly sure that's one of the bullet trains. So we'll be riding on one of those. I don't think we do it today. I think that's tomorrow when we go to Kanazawa. But yeah, hold on. We're going to a zoo today. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but we're gonna find out together. My son has planned a great day for us. Think I made good choices today as far as what I've got being prepared for the day. It's gonna be about 67, 68 today. And then the evenings do get quite cool. So I'm glad I have the jacket. We may come back to the room for a break and we may stay out all day. So yep, let's go see what happens. So I forgot my external or my metal extra battery. And if you'll recall what happened last time I did that, it was not good. So in Paris, the big debacle. So I'm gonna pop back up to the room and grab that because it's like, we'll probably be fine today, but I'm doing a lot of filming and we're going kind of far from the hotel. Really don't wanna risk it. So this will shock exactly no one. I also left my key in the thing. It's the same as on the cruise ships where you put your key in for the lights to work in the room. Totally left my key too, so you know, we'll figure it out. Aha. It's only got 2 on there. Well, I guess it's got 3, so that's enough to see us through. So charger acquired, and I can now get my other room key too. Oh my gosh. One thing of note about the Marunouchi Hotel is all of the staff speak flawless English. Like their English is better than mine. So although out and about, you're gonna struggle a little and you're gonna want your Google Translate and all of that. Signage is all in English. The staff at all of the major hotels, you won't have a problem. But yeah, I mean, it's an issue and you definitely want to learn a few phrases. I'm still working on mine. I get not laughed at certainly, but I laugh at myself a lot. Let's put it that way. So the reason I loved Inokashira Park so much is because it definitely has the feel of a place where locals go. And that's one thing I love to do when I travel internationally is kind of get away from where all of the tourist traps and the crowds are and go to the more quiet places where people that live in Tokyo might go if they had the afternoon off. It was beautiful. I got to go to my very first shrine. I was pretty excited about that. I got my first fortune and we just got to see so many beautiful trees and flowers and it was incredibly peaceful. We got to see a bunch of kids on school field trips and I just felt so much a part of the daily life and what happens in and around Tokyo. So yeah, it was a beautiful experience. I highly recommend it. You're not likely to find it in any big tourist books, but we loved every minute. So what you do is you get your fortune, which was 100 yen, and then, which is roughly like 8 cents, I think, or something. And then you can either keep it, or if it's a bad fortune, you can tie it here. And then, or if it's a good fortune, I think. If it's really, really good, you can leave it because that's considered bad luck to keep it. If it's really, really good, I think I'm getting this right. And then if it's bad, you can also tie it there. And then it means that the thing won't come true. So I'm gonna translate mine again and decide if I'm going to take it or I'm going to leave it. So it's kind of works like a white elephant prize at Christmas maybe, I don't know, but it's super neat. So I translated my fortune and it's been decided that it's an okay fortune, so we will take it with us. If it was really, really bad or really, really good, we would have wanted to have left it, but it is what it is. Lunch was incredible. I'm like so full that I can barely talk, but my new hat's making me very happy because the weather, we could not have asked for more, but it is very sunny, so it's good to keep the sun off my face. In fact, it was funny because the woman that sold it to me, she didn't speak any English. I speak no Japanese, and yet we were both able to commiserate over you need the hat to save the skin. So the zoo is lovely, and there's a big field trip here, and there's a whole bunch of moms. And my son just said the funniest thing. He said, it looks like all the women shopped in your closet. And I'm like, y'all, I have found my style brethren, sisters and brothers here in Japan. It's kind of comical, but in all the best ways. So we almost accidentally joined a Japanese field trip. That was interesting. Here, a lot of people line up for things and you don't really know what they're lined up for. And so we just kind of got in line when we got to the zoo. And this older gentleman was very kind to inform us that it was a school excursion and that we did not need to stand in that line. So this will go down in history as the day we almost joined a school field trip here in Japan. Don't get that every day. So this is a traditional Japanese house. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And she just showed me this really beautiful, you can kind of see it right there where the bamboo is. It's like a water chime, and you put the water in and then you put your ear where the stick is, and it makes the most beautiful sound. So pretty. So that was weird. You have to work really hard to get the tickets to the Studio Ghibli Museum. You have to make reservations really far in advance. They are all sold out for the whole month of April. So we just showed up, and this sweet woman at the gates had 2 extra tickets that she couldn't use, and so she just gave them to us. I don't even know what to say. So I guess we're going to the Studio Ghibli Museum. That's insane. If you are unfamiliar with Studio Ghibli, I would highly suggest you watch some films before you come to Japan. My kids had watched them when they were growing up, but really My Neighbor Totoro was the only one. And Kiki's Delivery Service, I knew that one really well. But this museum blew me away. I so wish I could have taken pictures for you guys inside, but they prohibit any video or photography inside the museum. We could take pictures and video outside, and then we stopped at the little cafe, and oh my gosh, what an amazing afternoon. What a lovely experience. So beautifully done. If you're a Studio Ghibli fan at all, do anything you can to try to make it to this museum. Apparently tickets sell out within about 30 minutes of when they go up for sale, which I think is 30 days before. But we just loved every minute of it. They don't let you film inside the museum. I got some shots outside, and because they're fine with that. But it's so imaginative, and imagine it kind of like one man's dream if you're a Disney fan at Hollywood Studios, except for it's 4 stories and so much more extensive and imaginative, and you get to go watch a movie, and yeah, that was a great experience. So crazy magical day. Well, that was quite a day. We walked miles and miles. We saw sculpture gardens and beautiful outdoor gorgeous scenery and gardens, and we saw a Buddha, and we saw a shrine, and we saw a traditional Japanese house, and we went to the Ghibli Museum, and we had a huge sushi lunch at a place that we had to get there really early and get a number to get a table, and we were the only Americans in the place, and that was kind of exciting, and it was just a whole mood. So I'm gonna end it here because I'm completely zonked out, even though it's only like 5, oh, I guess it's almost 6 o'clock. So I think we're gonna end the day by going down and getting just like a glass of wine in the bar here at the hotel. And then we're up early tomorrow because we are going to Kanazawa tomorrow, which is a long bullet train. It's 2 hours and 25 minutes. Kanazawa has a palace and some museums and some beautiful gardens at the palace, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be cold there. Well, cold for me. It's going to be, the high is going to be like 52 or something. So gonna have to dress a little more warmly. This is boring talking about how you're dressing for the weather, but you know what it is. It's just good to be prepared. If you're planning a trip, that might be helpful. So I'm tired in all the best possible ways. I have to say, I'm feeling like I'm kind of getting the hang of the trains, kind of feeling a little more, I've done this other places too, like in London and in Paris. You kind of get into the flow of things and you get it a little bit more, but it's taken me a couple days to get my bearings. So I will see you tomorrow. weekend's adventure is Kanazawa. I keep getting that wrong. And it's gonna be a little on the chilly side because we're going way north. I'm going on my first bullet train ride. I forgot to film an intro when I was still in the room, but I'm wearing something, a repeat outfit, basically close to the same thing I wore on the plane, but a different shirt, and another one of these unbound merino shirts. I'm telling you, they're so expensive. I'm getting them in every color. They have been such hard hitters. But yeah, we gotta go get on a bullet train. Oh my God.
There's our bullet train. Oh my gosh.
So we're on the train. We have a window, and our journey is about 2 hours, 25 minutes to Kanazawa. So we've arrived in Kanazawa, and the amount of information I know about this can be put on a matchbook. So it was one of the lesser researched places that we've decided to come. We just left the fish market. I'll insert some footage right here. I want to be the type of person that will eat food at a fish market, but I'm so intimidated by the whole experience. So just giving everyone permission to be intimidated. Everyone's like, oh, go eat at the fish market. I'm like, I don't know what I'm ordering. The language barrier is huge. They're always in a huge hurry. And and to be honest, I'm that way like in California. Anyway, I want to see there's a castle here that I want to see. There's some beautiful gardens I want to see. There's a shrine and there's a museum. So yeah, let's see what happens. It's an adventure. I loved Kanazawa so much. It had just so much to do. The gardens were spectacular. In fact, the gardens there are known for being one of the 3 perfect gardens in Japan. The museums are there. You've got the castle that you can tour, which is actually a recreation of the original castle, but you learn all about the history of the time it was built and the architecture. Absolutely fascinating. I am not going to try to be an expert on Kanazawa, but what I will do is link in the description box some videos that I used when we were planning. And then we just kind of walked around the neighborhood. We got lost a little bit, and we hung out at the train station for a little while, had a glass of wine and some dessert, and it was just an absolutely fantastic day. Again, such a great idea to go to the places that are a little bit less crowded. Very, very easy to navigate, and the gardens in particular, what a just breathtakingly beautiful day. I am back in my cozy little cocoon after an incredible day in Kanazawa. We had to make hard choices. There were things we just did not have time for, including the old village that is where the tea houses were, and there were just a lot of things that we missed. We had hoped to do at least one of the museums, but we did a lot. We toured the castle, we did the gardens. The gardens, oh my gosh, you guys. We did the villa that was built for one of the emperor's mothers. It was just incredible. The architecture we saw, the gardens, I said gardens already. We had an amazing sushi lunch at this little place that we found that was just, we had to wait in line because that happens a lot, especially over the lunch hour. And a lot of the lunch places are only open from like, 11:30 to 1:30, 11:30 to 2. So you definitely want to be kind of on the ball with that. That's the second day in a row we've had to either put our name in early, and they don't take reservations, but like you have to show up and wait in line, it was really no big deal. We waited probably, 15, 20 minutes, but we got lost. We got on the wrong bus. We found a great little bar at the train station. I didn't film as much today, but I hope I still brought you enough to show you just a good time. The bullet train was 2.5 hours each way. The distance we went is insane. It was very far away. I actually looked just for fun, and if we had driven in a car, the journey would have taken 8 hours one way. So yeah, obviously the bullet train was the way to go, but it was exciting. It was amazing going 200 miles an hour. The whole, the bullet trains here, the Shinkansen, I think I'm saying that right, has a bit of a rock star reputation. People have their favorite trains, they have trading cars and all the things. So it was a fantastic experience and really a great, great day. Did not do it all. Didn't get close to doing it all. You'd really have to go and spend the night there, I think, if you wanted to do everything. But it was definitely worth doing. Highly recommended as either a day trip or to spend the night. What a beautiful, beautiful place. All right. And I'm exhausted again. Shocker. Tomorrow's a little quieter. We're going to Kamakura in the morning, and then tomorrow afternoon, we're going to do some Tokyo shopping. And yeah, I'll see you then. Right now, it's time for a shower and bed and some good sleep. Bye.